How do you get started in building a personal brand that actually makes you money as a beginner, as a content creator? Welcome to day 4 of consistently posting for 21 days to turn content to cash. The link to join the challenge is on the descriptions down here below. When it comes to building an online space, you don't just want to build social media platforms, you want to build a personal brand that will make you the money. But how do you get started? What is personal brand and everything in between? So when it comes to personal brand, I don't want to complicate it. It is literally what people know you for, what people can actually relate with you and actually speak about you when you are not there. That is what personal brand is. So when it comes to building a personal brand, you have to be intentional. You want to create a personal brand that will speak good about you. When it comes to building a personal brand, what exactly should you consider and what are some of the things that will help you to be able to build a personal brand that can make you consistent income without having to rely on social media? So the first thing is knowing what kind of person you want people to know you for. You want to be intentional. You want to create content that will actually speak for you in the right way. So coming up with the right content, coming up with the right niche that will speak about you will help you. So if you are a mom who wants to be able to speak to other moms, you want to be intentional, you want to be relatable with them, you definitely will want to create content around mom, you want to create content around helping them, you want to create content that will relate with them. So that is the first thing. You want to be able to be intentional with the kind of content you are creating out there. The other thing is you want to be able to create, to position yourself like the way you want people to see you. How you actually show up really matters. And when I say show up, I'm literally speaking about how you look in terms of the camera, how you dress. You just don't want to be real. If you want people to respect you, if you want people to relate with you and actually give you the respect, then you definitely want to show up in the right way in terms of the content. I know at times I create content most of the time without even having to put a lot of makeup and everything, but mostly if I want people to look and address me in a certain way, I will definitely try to make sure that I show up in the right way. A little bit of just makeup, a little bit of just putting on some earring and just looking good will definitely go a long way. So if you want people to relate with you and take you seriously, then I will definitely recommend working on how you look in terms of your dressing, in terms of how you look on the camera. Then that is what will make people relate with you. Another thing is definitely the platform you choose. So there are different platforms that will make you kind of look serious. So a place like LinkedIn, you definitely will not go see people creating content that is just not relatable. There is a kind of approach that you actually go there with that will make you be approachable and be seen as a serious person. So if you want to work with serious people, if you want to work with B2B, if you want to work with big brands and everything, then you definitely will want to show up. A place like Instagram, there is a lot of, the camera needs to look polished and everything, whatever content you're creating needs to look polished, the environment and everything. So if that is not your vibe, then don't go for that. But if that is something you want, then you will go for that. You will choose a platform that relates with you. But if you just want to flow in and just want to try the waters, then TikTok can be a great platform that you can get started with and then grow yourself to where you want to be. Okay, so when it comes to building a personal brand, it really goes a long way in terms of how you look, the kind of content you are creating. Another one is how you actually speak, how you actually communicate with people. You want to be able to be seen as a confident person. You want to communicate and look that you want to communicate and put out there that you are confident and you know what you are doing and you actually know what you are saying. You just don't want to be speaking and uttering words here and there, or speaking words that may actually communicating in a way that is actually just pushing people away. So you definitely want to know and understand and master your communication skills. Learn how to communicate with people the right way. Learn how to actually communicate confidently, because that also is a skill that so many people struggle with. And if you want to be able to build a personal brand, in the sense that you want to be a public speaker, you definitely will want to work on that. You want to work on speaking confidently on the camera, speaking confidently around people, so that you can be able to build those muscles. And how do you actually monetize your content? How do you actually monetize your brand? That is through the kind of content you have been creating, through the platform you have been creating, through the value you have been bringing, because the content you're creating is the value you are bringing to people. So the value you bring through your content will actually help you to know how you can be able to monetize. Okay, so when it comes to monetizing, it definitely has to do a lot with how you have been showing up in terms of your content. So the value you have been bringing, either teaching people, you can start something like a coaching business. You can be able to start coaching people on one-on-one. You can be able to start coaching people through master classes and all these other things. So that is a way in which you can be able to make money from your brand. Another way is by selling them digital products. Yeah, you can be able to sell digital products to your audience after they have seen the kind of impact your content is bringing in their life. They can be able to buy from you your digital products. So that is how you can be able to monetize the brand, your personal brand, and also the services you offer. So if you have been doing content creation, either you have learned a couple of skills like editing, a couple of skills like marketing, you can be able to offer this as a service. You can be able to teach people on how to market their businesses, on how to market themselves. If you're a business person who has been creating content, so through the services you can be able to make an extra income out of the services you are offering, and people will buy from you, and this is how people are making money out of their personal brand. It is very sad to see someone who is creating content but they do not have all these structures in place. That is why they cannot be able to make money out of their personal brand, and they end up just wasting their time in creating content because they have not understood the power of building a personal brand. So if you have been joining this challenge, please tell me down here on the comment section, have you been building your personal brand, or how can I help you when it comes to building your personal brand? And if you are someone who wants to join the 21-day challenge of posting content to cash, the link to join is on the descriptions down here below, because I am here rooting for you. I want you to be able to create content, and I want you to see your personal brand making the money for you, because you're not just about creating content. We want to build an empire out of the content we are creating, because at the end of the day, it's not just about content, it's about building a legacy that helps people to learn but also earn from it while at it. Okay, till next time, see you on our next video where I'll be talking about something new. So you definitely want to subscribe and hit that notification bell and join the challenge. Like, you have to join the challenge, it will help you, trust you me.